Hi everyone, this is day 21 of the LDvid30 challenge, and today I'm just going to ask you some crazy questions. Can you think you can increase the passing rate of third grade students who are failing at maths to become mid fourth grade level in 18 weeks? Can you teach 1 million people to write software code in a year? Can you get 50,000 people to solve a drug protein interaction in 10 days? Well, if you think those questions are very weird and extrapolatory in nature, let me tell you, they are the truth. Actually, I watched this TED Talk of which I've posted a link above. And it talks about how all these things that are talked about were accomplished through games, teaching people through games, and finding out answers to real world problems through games. So let me just expand on each of the example a bit. So Mr. Anant Pai started a school in Minnesota, US, in which he installed computers and Nintendos, and he helped children who were failing in English and maths to learn those skills. And in fact, the same students after 16 weeks were able to perform as good as fourth graders. The next example is from Codectomy. It is a place where people can learn how to write code and software, and through this online initiative also about 1 million people learned how to write code in the US, which is more than the number of STEM personnel in the US right now. And the third example is University of Washington's tool called Foldit, in which for the past 15 years scientists were trying to figure out how a particular drug interacts with a protein and how they can use that to treat AIDS. And in fact, they created a video game or game-based sort of software in which people could come and figure out things. And in fact, 49,000 people attempted the game, and in 10 days they had the interaction they needed. And what's more interesting is that out of those 49,000 people, 50% of the people were from non-STEM backgrounds. Yes. So what do all these examples teach us? They teach that game-based or games can actually activates a type of intelligence called fluid intelligence. It means intelligence that we already have, which we do not train for, which is innate. And people from different backgrounds can attempt problems differently because of that. And that's where it varies from crystallized intelligence, which is like 6 into 6 is 36, or E before I except before C, all these sort of things which we train ourselves to learn. Fluid intelligence is not any of that. So what games do, or gamification does, is it helps people to harness or exploit or use their fluid intelligence to solve intellectual problems as well. So that is something which really blew my mind, and all of this creates in our brains and releases dopamine, which is a wonderful neurotransmitter which gives us that sense of achievement when we win a challenge, or when we're able to overcome a difficulty. So that's it for today. I think that's a lot of food for thought for me for a day. And if you have more time, you can go through the TED Talk posted above. So that's it for today. See you tomorrow.